key question in all this is how do we engage and give more opportunity for women so that they benefit from investments in agriculture. They have a fair share of what's being produced in agriculture and the value addition and so on. As you know, women don't get a good share in this, in what's happening in agriculture. In Africa, 68% economically active women are in agriculture, but they get very little part of that benefit. And many studies, I'm sure many of you are aware of that, show that although the labor provided by women to agriculture is quite high, in terms of income, they have a very low proportion. For example, in Cote d'Ivoire, looking at the cocoa sector, 68% of labor comes from women, but they only get 21% of the income. In Ethiopia, in the coffee sector, it's the same thing. Women provide 75% of the labor, but they only account for 35% of the income. So I think there is, as you know, very big disparity. And the question is, how do we facilitate, access to resources so that women can play a fair part in the whole agricultural value chain. So the idea is really, in many of the exercises that we did, I think most of the people came from projects that CTA has been working on over the last years. But I think in this group we have a mix of people. Some of them have projects with, some of you who have projects with CTA, others you do maybe not yet. So the idea is, how do we learn from our experience, where are the entry points where we can really make a difference. So this is not a talking show. This is supposed to, this is a workshop. So the idea is people will be sitting and thinking, so hopefully you really come out with, from your experiences, you really share where you see interventions working in terms of making it easier for women, to participate actively in the value chain. How do we create a level playing field for women so that they can benefit from their engagement across the agricultural value chain? So we really hope to have a very open discussion. Really this should be very informal. So the idea is, drawing from your extensive experience and what you see in the future, where are the areas we can bring in innovations that can make a difference for women? Why aren't they benefiting currently from different kinds of projects and investments? What can be done, what are the gaps and what can be done? So hopefully from these exercises you come up with some lessons that could be captured in terms of writing. So it could be based on real projects, or it could be based on ideas, where you see maybe looking at some of the gaps, where you could see the solutions, maybe from some of your previous projects, or different kinds of experience that you might have had in the past. So we really we want to learn from you and put this together. We'll share it in terms of reinforcing our own work in the future through the project, as well as sharing it with other people who are doing similar work.